It is time to buckle down and get ready to endure the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, because I think we all know some of this intensity. And whether we're in the churning lines of a brick and mortar shop or swiping the credit card online, well, you can lose track of things.
Which are the exact moments that those with nefarious intent like to make their move when us holiday shoppers are vulnerable. Everything from porch pirates to cyber scams, which is why we invited our old friend to the show. You might remember Tim Robinson. He is now the chief of the Ocean Pines Police Department. Welcome back, Chief.
Well, thank you. It's so great to be back here on the program.
It's good to have you.
I've missed this.
Good to have you. Well, we missed you.
I have missed this.
So before we get into what we want to talk about, we want to hear about the transition you made from Wicomico to Ocean Pines.
It was incredible. This is a job that it wasn't on my radar several months ago. And when it came open, I threw my hat in the ring and they selected me. And I cannot think of a better place to be at this point in my career.
Yeah.
And it is an incredible community. They have really welcomed me with open arms everywhere I go. The support that I'm getting from the Ocean Pines Association itself is incredible.
Great.
Again, I just can't think of a better place to be right now.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
I'm very happy.
That's terrific.
Good.
Okay, so I guess we ought to get back to what we're going to talk about. Okay, so today is National Package Protection Day.
That's a good day to have.
Yeah, so how do we start this simply, and what can we do to be proactive?
Well, there's a couple things you can do. When you're scheduling deliveries, many of the package delivery sites, especially UPS, you can control what day your package is being delivered. You can postpone it, say, I'm not going to be home, but I'll be home on this day, please schedule on this day. Many of the major shipping companies, or the major companies you purchase from, like Amazon, they will allow you, or they can sign you up so you can get delivery notices when when it's on the way.
Right.
You can also get delivery notices from UPS that the driver's so many stops away. So it lets you know your packages are there. And if you're not home, get a neighbor to bring them in, or you can or leave special instructions for the delivery person too.
Right.
So it's just a little steps you can take like that.
Don't make it a target.
Yeah, don't make it. Don't leave stuff. The problem is when people come driving around, they see the stuff been sitting on a porch for several hours, and it might be tempting to somebody.
All right, let's talk a little bit about some of the phone calls and texts we've been getting about deliveries.
It's crazy. So what they're doing now, and they've been doing it for a little while, is they'll send you an email, especially an email or a text, and it makes you think it's coming from Amazon, it's coming from one of the shippers, it's coming from UPS, coming from FedEx, and it's telling you there's a problem with your delivery, you need to verify your address, or you need to verify your payment was declined, and they're asking you to click on a link, or on your phone too. Don't click on these things if you're not positive where they are, because even on your computer or on your phone, you can all of a sudden you can download and inadvertently install some sort of malware or programs that can then get all kinds of personal information from you. And they send out probably tens of thousands of these emails, these scammers. It's all a computer program they set up, and all they need is get a couple people to fall for it.
Yeah, and they're on a roll.
And it happens. It happens. Every police department has to deal with these kinds of things.
The phone calls haven't stopped. They're still making phone calls.
They're still making phone calls, but they try to make these emails or text messages appear legitimate. And it'll appear, it says coming from Amazon. But the thing we always tell folks is click on the actual name and it'll tell you what that email address is. And it'll usually be some gibberish at a Gmail address or something that's totally made up. And that's your first clue.
Right.
That's your first clue. So.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about, and we're out and about shopping and loading up the car with presents. Do you have any tips to just
The best thing to do is always be aware of your surroundings. Always, and if in park, I always recommend if you know you're going to be coming out late at night to park by the lights in the shopping center, because people that want to do ill will to you don't want to be seen doing it. So they're going to want to try to do it in the dark. The other thing is if you have somebody with you. Say, there's always, ever heard that term, there's safety in numbers? People are looking to prey on somebody who's by themselves. They're looking for people that are vulnerable. They're looking for people that are going to be a good target.
Right.
And they look at people that are going to be easy too.
That aren't paying attention. So I think that's one of my biggest things is, okay, I want this from such and such a place, this from such. So I'm hitting a bunch of places and getting a bunch of things.
Well, and the other thing I'll mention is when you're putting out your car, put it in the trunk so you can't see it.
Right.
It's always very frustrating in my career where somebody's left something out in the open and somebody sees it. And it is rare that somebody's going to smash a window to get something, but if they see something through the window and they want it bad enough, they will do that.
Yeah.
We had a case once where they went in and saw there's a bunch of Christmas presents wrapped up, and they unwrapped every present, took what they wanted because it was just left on the back seat. So lock your cars too, because one of the common denominators when stuff is taken from cars is cars were inadvertently left unlocked.
Lock them up. All right.
So is it safe to say, think like a bad guy? If I were a bad guy, what would I be looking
Well, yeah, think like, you know, what somebody's going to be looking for. That's a good idea. But, you know, again, you don't want to make yourself appear like an easy target.
Yeah.
Chief Tim Robinson, Ocean Pines Police Department.
It was so great to be back here.
Good
Thank
to
you,
see
Chief.
you.
Good to see you.